Dear friends, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be diving into another TryHackMe Benign. This is sort of blue team stuff. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. And before we head over to the Linux, let's have a look at the description of this loom. So one of the client's IDs indicated a potentially suspicious process execution, indicating one of the hosts from the HR department was compromised. Some tools related to the network information gathering scheduled tasks were executed, which confirmed the suspicion. Due to limited resources, we could only pull the process execution logs with event ID, this event ID, and ingested them into Splunk. Splunk is a big data platform or tool which you can analyze and extract valuable information from machine-generated data, like log data, like IoT data. Okay, let's go back to the loom. So, and with the index, this is the index name, and here below it we can see the three departments: IT department, HR department, and marketing department. All right, maybe we can copy this kind of information and head over to Linux. Yeah, I already made a copy before. So now we can bring back the terminal window. To save time, I already done the map scanning. As you can see over here, I took the options like scene scan, the version scan, default script scan, followed by the ON to output the result into this file. Although you can notice here the IP address has been changed since I respawned the target machine. Anyhow, this will not affect our demonstration. From the nmap scanning, we can tell the target machine has 3 open ports in total. Let's have a look at them one by one. The first port, 22. Its surface is SSH or secure shell surface, and also we can get to know its version information, including its exact version number, 8.2. I don't think we can find any workable exploit for this particular version. This version is a bit updated. And the 80, it's running HTTP or hypertext transfer protocol. Even we can get the version information Splunk. We have already know this, okay? And also the last port has something to do with Splunk as well. From the returned information, we can know these 2 ports are running the same application, Splunk. Just, the last one or last port is some sort of SSL, okay, or encrypted application. So I think from now on we can focus on this port number 18. So I think it's pretty much clear what we are going to do next. We need to emulate this web application both manually and automatically. Let's fire up the browser to perform manual emulation first. We can copy the IP address of the target machine and then put it into the address bar of the browser. All right, it's loading Splunk. So I think this loom is centering around the usage of Splunk, or in other words, how to use different commands to retrieve information what you want or what you are looking for. And as you can see in the task 2, there are several questions which need to be answered. And our job is to take or use different commands to find information what we want. Okay, like the eval, this one, deduplicate. So this command can remove duplicate results on specific field. Okay, and also like lookup, and also like can support regular expression and the table. So display data fields in table format, and also we can display the most or least common values of a field if necessary. Okay, so now let's take a look at the first question or the task. How many logs are ingested from the month of the March 2022? So this question is very easy. We just configure the time period and to get back all events or all logs, and then we can get quantity of such log or such events. Okay, let's go back and we can click on this search button, and we need to set the time range. So here should be data range. So since 2022 and March 1st, and then we can apply. So we can use the index or followed by the index name winlog, or maybe simply we can use the wildcard. Okay, so now we can click this button. Yeah, we can see there 13,959 events in total. We can copy this number and submit it to the room. Of course, we need to remove this comma and check. Is it correct? So next question, imposter alert. There seems to be an imposter account observed in the logs. What's the name of that user? Let's go back to Linux. So I think on the left we can see the username and there are 11 users. But now here just see you top 10 values. Okay, 11 values, not this one. Let's do it again. Index. So from the left we can get usernames information like Amelia, join, ID3. Also, we can take another way to get the exact username information. We can use the table username. Okay, username, and we can use another command duplicate this column or this field as well, and click this search button. So now we can get all usernames, right? These two usernames are very similar. So I think the last one should be imposter. This is not a normal username. This is done, or this was done by, some better guys. So we can copy and submit it. Beautiful. So which user from the HR department was observed to be running scheduled tasks? So let's go back. Here, because just now we have already, so we can know the usernames from the HR department, right? HR department should be like Harlem So Harun, yes, here we can copy. And the second is Chris. Its username should be this one. Okay. And next, Diana. I think should be this one. A bit different. So how to solve this challenge? Which user from the HR department was observed to be running scheduled tasks? If you use Google to make some research, you know one process has something to do with task scheduler. You know the SHA, SHA tasks. So I think we can use this as keyword to search. Okay, let me remove it. And we can use SH tasks. Click. And we can go to the usernames. Just for username, right? So as we know, here, the 4 usernames which are related to this scheduler, but only one of them comes from HR department. So this should be the user from the HR department. We can copy and submit it. So which user from the HR department executed a certain process to download a payload from a file sharing host? So I think because we have to know, how many users from the HR department, we can take this way to search. We can use this user, we can use username equals to Harun, but all and all Diana. I can copy and we can search. Unable to pass or all. Okay, search again. So I think we can take the table to display the data. And I want to get something about the command. So we can use the field name is command line. Okay. We can search. So I think our job is to look for, so maybe we can put another condition, download. We don't know, right? So maybe we can use the unique table, unique. Search. Much smaller output, right? I think I have already found it. We can copy and put over here. So which user? No problem. We can get details of this event by click and view this event to see what it's about. I think the user is this one. This user, execute this command. We can put over here. So to bypass the security controls, which system process was used to download a payload. Very easy. You know, certutil. Usually this command is used to install or download install certificate, but also we can use it to download a file or payload. I've already demonstrated this utility when the machine is Windows. As a pen tester, we must grasp this command. We can copy and submit it. So what's the date that this binary was executed by the infected host? Very easy. We can get this information from, this event. Problem. So which third-party site was accessed to download this malicious payload? I think we can get this one. We can copy. Maybe we can copy. So what's the name of the file that was saved on the host machine from the C2 server during the post-exploitation phase? Very easy, this one. So save as this file on the host machine. The suspicious file downloaded from the C2 server contained malicious content with the pattern. What's the pattern? Very easy. We think we can copy this address and navigate or access this address, and then we can get the flag. So last one, what's the URL that infected host connected to? Very, very simple. So just this event itself can answer, we can use this event itself to answer many different questions. We can copy, paste over here. All right, I think I have already completed all tasks. Okay, but why no congratulations? Okay, here I should check. Okay, beautiful, complete. So I think that's pretty much it. I'd like to see you next. Bye. Have a nice day, please.